They say that whenever you do not look back at a parked motorcycle, you kind of bought the wrong one. And I always catch myself looking back at my Yamaha R3. It is a absolutely amazing, stunning bike. Don't let anyone fool you saying that you need a bigger CC bike or that you need a chopper or a tour. If this is the bike for you, if this is the bike you want to have, don't let anyone influence you. If you want to buy this bike, buy this bike. It is absolutely amazing. Whenever I put my R3 away, I always look back at her. No matter where I am, if it's at home, if it's at my work, which is a guarded garage, I always look back at my motorcycle to make sure that she's fine. The R3 is an absolutely amazing motorcycle. There is nothing wrong with it. It is a lower displacement bike, meaning it is 321 cc's. She's right there. That is my baby in full glory. It is bloody hot outside today. It's crazy. But always wear protective gear. I got pants. These are the pants, these are the boots. Very thick leather jacket, but even though I absolutely trust this motorcycle, you can never know what's on the road. Pebble, oil, doesn't matter. Always be protective, always drive safe, always wear protective clothing. I mean, you need to. It's so important that you keep yourself safe. You don't know when you're ever gonna drop or when you're gonna make a fall. So I bought this motorcycle back last year, brand new from the dealership. Since it didn't have a Akrapovic exhaust, I got it for a bit cheaper. I actually got it for a pretty good price, way cheaper than what they normally go for. So far, I have already driven 12,800 kilometers on it, so almost 13,000. I'll put a link or a thing in the description to see what that is in miles. And so far the motorcycle has never let me down. I drive it every single time in hot, scorching heat like this. I'm actually sick, that's why my voice is kind of fucked up. It's bloody hot outside, it's 40 degrees and I'm sick. Yay, immune system. Or what, better yet, no immune system. But I drive this bike no matter in rain, wind, hail, or maybe not hail, but I actually did drive it once when it was snowing. I kind of caught off guard. That was not so nice. But even then the motorcycle did not let me down. There are some customizations to the motorcycle, but I will go over those later. First off, just to say, the motorcycle is absolutely amazing. Don't let anyone fool you saying like, oh, you shouldn't buy a lower displacement bike. 321cc is nothing. You should buy a turbo booster. No, that's just bullshit. This motorcycle is amazing. It will not do 300 kilometers an hour, but then again, do you really need to? Let's be really honest, no. Do you go to a track day? Maybe. But then this baby still absolutely shines on a track day. It is so nimble, it is so light. You can literally flip it back and forth without any problem. There are some cons about this motorcycle, which I will also go over, but the pros definitely outweigh the cons. There is no doubt about that. It is a absolutely stunning motorcycle. This is from 2015. I'm sorry all my crap is on there, but you know, you've seen the intro, you've seen the pictures. This is the 2015 version, which is the gray one. I did some cosmetic customizations to it, just because I like making things mine. You know, this is my first motorcycle. I don't want anyone to drive my type of motorcycle, so I did some customizations. It's very difficult to see now because of all my crap, but I don't want ants crawling in, you know, my jacket, because there's actually quite a lot around here. But as you can see here, the red bolts I've done myself. The exhaust is different. The foot pegs are different. There are some customizations that are nice, that I personally really like the red chain. I did them myself. I also have a fender eliminator kit, so it looks a bit smaller because the original thing is absolutely disgusting. Only problem with that is now actually when it's raining, dirt actually gets on me, so don't make them too short. I'm man enough to admit that this fender eliminator kit is a bit too short. The dirt literally gets over here and makes all this dirty. It makes me dirty, makes my wife dirty when she's on the back. So don't make them too short. Don't make them too long though, Yamaha, because the original thing is absolutely disgusting. Why would you do that? Why would you make it as big as a fucking fender? But that aside, the only thing you should change with this motorcycle are the tires. The stock Dunlop tires are simply not good. They really are not. Maybe it's Holland, maybe in some other places in the world they are nice, but in my case they're definitely not nice. I did not like driving with them in the rain. I had the idea that I was gonna fall, so I don't like that idea. So I changed them for Dunlop, but Dunlop Sport Smart tires, the newest version that came out, and these tires are absolutely amazing. Absolutely. I can take corners as flat as I want. I can drive in the rain, no problem. I 110% trust these tires, this bike. I 110% trust this bike. It has never let me down, ever. After almost, well, what's gonna be 7,000 miles? Well, 13,000 kilometers. It has never let me down. Well, you can say, well, it's only 13,000, it shouldn't. Well, maybe, but it's my first motorcycle. My expectations for a first motorcycle are pretty high, and I've driven a lot of motorcycles by now because, you know, I'm now a motorcycle enthusiast. I like motorcycles, a lot of them. I've driven R1s, I've driven R6s, I've driven choppers. I've not driven a tour bike, and most likely I will never will. Well, maybe I will, but those definitely do not appeal. I've driven Ducatis, Super Sport Ducati, 848, Panigale, what was the other one? Well, maybe that's it. Well, driven 3 Ducatis. And the Super Sport were supposed to be like, hallelujah, that it was amazing. Well, I kind of prefer my R3. Yes, shoot me, I prefer my R3. In terms of power, maybe not, but the R3 has never let me down. So, should you buy a R3? This is not your standard review, you know. This is not like, well, the displacement and the PSI and the 3,000 horsepower and the... I have no clue about that. I don't care about that. What I'm telling you is that this is a really good motorcycle. From a guy who got his license last year, bought this motorcycle brand new, and love it. I really love it. There is nothing wrong with it. Yeah, maybe it cannot do 300 kilometers an hour, but why would you? Maybe on a track it's nice, but as I said, you can flick it around, up and down. It's a great motorcycle. It really is. There's basically nothing I can say that will make it better. It just drives fluently. I can drive for hours upon hours on this motorcycle and do not get tired. My butt does not start hurting. My wrists do not hurt. And I'm a pretty big guy. I'm 182. Maybe you can see it. Maybe you can see the size of me with this motorcycle. When I sit on this motorcycle, my feet are like straight on the ground, flat, and my knees are bent. I am in full control of the motorcycle, no matter where I go, no matter what I'm doing, sitting, standing, wheeling. Yes, you can wheelie with this thing, absolutely. You can even do burnouts with it, but then again, you can do with anything, but why would you? There's no reason to. It is a great motorcycle. I always have the feeling that I'm in control. That no matter what happens, I can handle the bike. What I also like about this motorcycle is that whenever you let go of the throttle, it doesn't go like... You can make that into a meme. But it doesn't go like with higher displacements bike. When you just let go of the throttle, the engine goes like, hey, what are you doing? There's no more gas, there's no more power, I'm dying! And you just go hit a block already because it's braking on the engine. With this slower displacement bike, it doesn't do that. It's subtle, it's calm, it's still there. Don't mind you, it's still there. But you're not hitting a wall. Brakes are really good. There's no problem with them. It's a single-sided brake. Would be really cool if it was actually two-sided, let's be honest. It's not. It's a single-sided brake disc. It has ABS. The 2000 version came with ABS back as well. Thankfully, only had to use it like once or twice, and it works. It really works, because idiots pull out on the road and then, you know, you as a poor motorcyclist, you're like, you see a light flash before your eyes, but the ABS saves you. The ABS helps you. It doesn't go all out. It doesn't fly away. The R3 is a absolutely amazing bike. I am looking for a new bike. I am, but maybe that's just because I got the virus, the motorcycle virus. But I will never trade this one. I will not sell this bike. I will keep it. What I want to do is, when I have a garage, put this on a display, or in my case a small Yamaha mat, because that's affordable, the display is not, and just keep it. Lowest insurance, like 10 bucks a month, and just keep it. Why would I trade it away? Why would I put my first motorcycle away? This is how much I love this bike. I'm not going to trade it away. I'm going to keep it. Most likely until the day I die. And I say that now, but since the 2019 version came out, the prices of them kind of dropped. Makes sense, obviously. The 2019 version has a little bit more power, new integrated dashboard, looks more in line with the R6 and the R1. Beautiful design, beautiful colors, flipped front fork. But yeah, guys, this might not have been your standard review, you know, where we list specs and power and what the motorcycle can do and how much you can wheelie and how fast you go. The power is great. I have no problem getting along with traffic. None. Highway, no problem. Easy, even. I can overtake easy. In town, since it's a lower displacement bike, it is very nice, it is very calm. I can go in streets, I can go into cities, I can go into 15-kilometer places. Yes, we have those, and the bike handles perfectly. It's just an amazing bike. As I said, this is not your standard run-of-the-mill review. This is just a guy who absolutely loves his R3 and will not sell it, and highly recommend that for a very first motorcycle you try this. Maybe not brand new. Maybe if you're like, 7,000, 6,000, maybe 5,000 where you're from, that might be a bit much. And agree, granted, it is. But she is teaching me still every day. And don't get me wrong, with this one I have stared, well, with this one you can still make mistakes. You can. But they're forgivable. The gear shifter, one of the best I've ever had. Drives amazing. She's still teaching me to this day. And every single time I drive, I'm like, oh, I'm getting a bit better. Oh, I do this really well now. And after 13,000 kilometers, you can say, well, I kind of hope you're a better driver. Yeah, but it's thanks to this amazing motorcycle that I'm a better driver. If I started out straight on an R1, I don't think that would have handled well. I don't think so. I know myself, I would have just opened up that throttle and whoop. With this one, I can open up the throttle all the way. I can still wheelie. I can still wheelie. There's no point. But she's forgivable. She forgives you for making mistakes, and she keeps you safe. If you can find an R3 cheap, second hand, and you're still looking for a motorcycle for your very first motorcycle, I would highly recommend the Yamaha YZF-R3. Doesn't matter what year. Well, maybe the 2014 version had no ABS. Don't take the non-ABS one. ABS saves lives, and you're not gonna save $200 for your life. Get the ABS version. That is definitely one thing I can say. This has been your motorcycle bro, Joe. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.